Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is a plus b, this is equal to 12. Let's call this equation 1. Then a times b, this is 30. Let's call this equation 2. So the question is, what is the value of a and what is the value of b? Now let's provide a solution from here. From equation 1, which is a plus b, this is equal to 12. Let's make a to be the subject of the formula. Let's take b on the right hand side so that a will be equal to 12 subtract b. Let's call this as equation 3. Now let's substitute equation 3 into equation 2. Equation 2 is a multiplied by b. This is equal to 30. So let's substitute a. In this case, we have 12 minus b multiplied by b. This is equal to 30. So we have 12 times b. So we have 12b minus b times b, which is b to the power of 2. Let's take 30 on the left hand side. So minus 30. This is equal to 0. Now, let's rearrange this equation here so that we have minus b to the power of 2 plus 12b subtract 30. This is equal to 0. Now, the next step from here, let's multiply everything here by negative 1 so that minus b squared times minus 1. This is the same thing as b squared. Then plus 12b times minus 1. This is minus 12b minus 30 times minus 1. This is plus 30. And this is equal to 0. So we form a quadratic equation here where we have the value of a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 12, and c, this is equal to 30. So we can solve for the values of b. Let's solve for b1, b2 by applying the quadratic formula here, which is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2 times a. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c in this formula here. Negative times negative 12 plus or minus the square root of negative 12 raised to the power of 2 minus 4 multiplying by a, which is 1, then multiplying by c, which is 30. Everything here divided by 2 times 1. Now the next step is that we have negative times negative 12. This is 12 plus or minus. We have the square root of negative 12 squared. This is 144. Subtract 4 times 30. This is 120. Then divided by 2. So here we have, this is 12 plus or minus. We have the square root of 144 minus 120. This is the square root of 24 divided by 2. So the next step is that we have 12 plus or minus. We can express the square root of 24. This is the same thing as square root of 6 times 4 divided by 2. So from here, square root of a times b, this can be expressed as square root of a times square root of b. So this is to mean we have 12 plus or minus square root of 6 multiplied by square root of 4 divided by 2. So that now here we have 12 plus or minus square root of 4, this is 2, multiplied by square root of 6 divided by 2. So in the numerator here, we have that 2 is common. Let's factor out 2. So that 12 divided by 2, this is 6 plus or minus 2 square root of 6 divided by 2. This is square root of 6, then divided by 2. So let's simplify 2 and 2 here. So that b1, this is equal to 6 plus root 6. And we have b2, this is equal to 6, subtract root 6. Now, we can solve for the corresponding values of A1 and A2. Now from equation 3, if you recall from equation 3, we have that A is equal to 12, subtract B. So that means that A1 is equal to 12, subtract B1, which is 6, plus root 6. So we have A1 is equal to 12 minus 6. This is 6. Then minus times plus root 6. This becomes minus root 6. So now we have A1 and B1. So we have A1 and B1. So this means that the first set of solution here, A1 comma B1, this is equal to 6, subtract root 6, comma B1, which is 6 plus root 6. So this is the first set of solution that we have. Now let's solve for A2. A2 will be equal to 12, subtract B2. So this is to mean that we have 12 minus B2. B2 in this case is 6, subtract root 6. So here we have 12 minus 6, this is 6, minus times minus root 6, this becomes plus root 6. So we have that the second set of solution here, A2 comma B2, this means that we have 6 plus root 6, comma 6 subtract root 6. So this is the second set of solution here. Now let's check if this two set of solution here satisfies the equation. So we have A1 comma B1. This is equal to 6 subtract root 6, comma 6 plus root 6. And then we have A2 comma B2. Now in this case we have 6 plus root 6, comma 6 subtract root 6. So this is the second set of solution. Now if you recall from equation 1 and equation 2, which is A plus B, this is supposed to give us a value of 12. Then we have A multiplied by B. This is supposed to give us a value of 30. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. Now let's check with the first set of solution, A1, B1. Let's check if this satisfies equation 1. So we have 6 subtract root 6 plus 6 plus root 6. This should give us a value of 12. So negative root 6 plus root 6, this simplifies so that we have 6 plus 6, this is 12, which is equal to 12. So this means that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this affirms that the first set of solution A1, B1 satisfies the equation. Now let's check A2, comma B2. That is by using equation 2. So we have 6 plus root 6 multiplied by 6 minus root 6. This is equal to, this is supposed to give us a value of 30. Now this implies that we have 6 multiplied by 6 minus root 6, then plus root 6 multiplied by 6 subtract root 6. This should give us a value of 30. So we have that 6 times 6, this is 36. Subtract 6 times root 6, so we have 6 root 6. Then plus 6 times root 6, this becomes 6 root 6. Then we have this is minus root 6 multiplied by root 6. This is supposed to give us a value of 30. So we have here, this is 36 minus 6 root 6 plus 6 root 6, this simplifies. Then we have root 6 times root 6. This is the same thing as 6, so we have minus 6. This is supposed to give us a value of 30. So that the 6 minus 6, this is equal to 30. This is equal to 30. So we have that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this affirms that A2, comma B2 also satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. Like this video and kindly subscribe. Thank you for watching.